Ladies and gentlemen, we now have a double diamond director from USA to share with us his success story. Speaking on the topic, My Journey with Janess. Please welcome double diamond director all the way from US, SAMSON Lee.
Selamat datang, Malaysia. And welcome, Janess family. This is quite amazing. I got a message yesterday from one of my amazing diamond partners. She said, welcome home. And being just somebody been living in the States for 30-something years, pretty sheltered, it was very refreshing to me coming to Malaysia, knowing the culture. And man, you guys have great food here. Right? And the people. I've never met so many people. You're like the Asian version of Italian people. So warm and loud and exciting, but with amazing values. So it's really my blessing to be here among all of you today. Now, for the short time that I have to share some knowledge with you, hopefully that I can. And today, now Mr. Kenwalker gave me the topic of my journey. Well, today you've heard many people's journey. And I want to share a different aspect of what is possible in Janess and what we're really doing. Is that okay? Yeah? It's all from my own point of view. So, let me see. I stayed up till 8 in the morning this morning trying to get this PowerPoint ready. How's it look, okay? You know, in life, nothing happens by accident. And I know Kenwa was not with me in Brazil last month. But last month when I was there, you know, I was very nervous in front of 4,000 Brazilians. I don't speak Portuguese, and and I don't know. All I could think of, what should I say? How should I start? I could only think of how this company got started by accident. When Randy had a fall, hurt his knee, and through a friend found Dr. Newman, and we found out about the stem cell technology. That's how this company started by accident. Isn't that pretty amazing? And look at all of you here today. Are you here by accident? I believe not, right? Some people say nothing happens by accident in life, is that? Nothing happens. It's all for a reason. So looking backwards is very interesting that we can connect the dots in our lives, can we not? Somehow, some way, whatever decisions that you made, you are sitting here in your seat in your life. You're here. So then, going forward, what is there? You know, in this business, many people come in for different reasons. To make money, to make a better living. You know, I was listening to a song last night from Alicia Keys. Some people live for the fortune. Some people live just for the fame. Some people live for the power. Yeah. Some people live just to play the game. Some people think that the physical things define what's within. And when I heard the song, I was listening to that, it comes to mind. A story. There was once a very, very wise man. And hopefully I can say it in a way that it makes sense. A very, very wise man, and many of you know him. He just had his 80th birthday. He celebrated in Los Angeles. And this wise man travels around the world. And there's a reporter that asks him a question. So what do you think? about the condition of man, how they live. And this wise man said, well, it's very interesting that man works hard all his life. And in the end, because he made the money, sacrificing his health, he has to use that money to recuperate his health. And it's very interesting that working so hard just to live life, but only to find out at the very end that he never lived. So, thank you, Dalai Lama, for imparting this little observation for us. Now, we all come into this business for different reasons. But what is yours? Because this business is not easy. It's actually hard to be successful. Isn't that right? Have you heard that before? That's the truth. I'm sorry. Is it okay if I tell you the truth? Okay. Because out of love. It's out of love. So, but you know what? We can all make it. And this is how I found it in my journey. I mean, at the beginning, I had lost my furniture business about 10 years ago. I owe a lot of money. I don't know when I will pay that off. That's my reason for doing Jeunesse. One of the big reasons. The other reason is because I have an incredible friend. Her name is Kim Hui. I saw him become very successful, but not only being money-wise, but also in life, having an incredible heart for the people. And she knew that from the very beginning, from what Randy and Wendy could do, from what her own experience, her ability can do, that she was going to change the world through us. Now, I didn't really have any idea, but I said, well, hopefully I can. Hopefully I can. So, but one thing that she mentioned is about having that passion. Would you not agree? Have you heard that people with passion, they live extraordinary life? And when I came to Malaysia, I really learned something about passion. You guys are passionate people. Every day. Every day. Many of you put your 2 feet on the ground and you go out and live life. All of us have different reasons, but many of us have reasons for ourselves and for our family. Am I not right? And Jeunesse, it is a family. Because we are, this company, there's something about this company, it didn't happen by accident. That there's so many amazing people with amazing values that want to pay it forward. So what do you love to do every day? What gets you through the hard times, right? Because to become where we are, to be diamond, double diamond, triple diamond, and so forth, went through the ups and downs in business. It's not only business, but in life and in friendship and every day that we deal with it. But what gets you, keeps you moving? It has to be a passion. I hope all of you have something deep inside that you're passionate for, that every day you get out of bed for that reason and more. Because you can't inspire others unless you are inspired with your own passion. So Steve Jobs said people with passion can change the world for the better. Let me ask you, knowing where you are today in Jeunesse, using the product, is that life-changing? Is Jeunesse life-changing? Are you out there sharing and changing lives? You know, I was going to ask Mr. Kenwar a little bit, I was going to ask you in private, when were you going to come up with that book? Because you talk about the why. And that's like 30-something years of experience. I'm waiting for the book. Sometimes it takes people going through many years in life and through whatever circumstances, wherever they live, with whoever people, that they have certain wisdoms. I guess that's why older people, they just keep quiet when things are happening. They just know, yeah, I've seen it before. Dr. Amsalon? Is that okay? But you know what? If we're going to change lives, the question is, how are you going to communicate to other people to change lives? And most of us, well, we start with ourselves, don't we? We look at ourselves. Huh? So marketing, communicating this idea of life changing, it's about values. What values lead your brand? We know the values of Jeunesse. We know what it is. But for you as independent distributor, as you as business owners, what are you going to communicate to your team, your leaders, and the people around the world that you will touch, not now, but for years down the road with Jeunesse? It's going to be a legacy company. So, Albert Einstein says, very interesting, try not to be a man of success, but be a man of value. What he's talking about is a different definition, I guess, about life, and it's not about the success that we can get, but maybe the contribution that we can have around this world, in society, at home. So, let's talk about Nike for a second. Just quick example. It's an amazing company. Now, how many of you know Nike, right? The shoe, right? You know what they do? They honor great athletes and great athletics. That's their brand. See, when I heard that, I was thinking, why do I buy Nike shoes? Besides, they're good looking, but there's a lot of good looking shoes out there, right? But what does it represent when they promote superstars in sports? All of us know how these athletes got to be superstars, don't we? Day in, day out of training, working till tired, and working more, and practice to be the greatest. Don't they work hard? And in a sense, that's what Nike is about. That's how they change lives. That's their message. Because through that is what success means. That's what their brand represents. Do you like that? So for you in Jeunesse, you having these amazing products, life-changing, literally life-saving, I've seen. But with the compensation plan attached to it, with a global platform where you can share with people around the world the ideas of what Jeunesse is, the idea of what human beings can be, what we could be, and what we should be, maybe. So, Steve Jobs says, people who are crazy enough to change the world are oftentimes the ones that do. Today, you are here. You're here, you bought a ticket, you are a Jeunesse distributor. You represent this company, you represent yourself in something, with your passion, your values, your ideas, your heart, like Mr. Kenwar said. You can change it. You can change. All you have to do is open your mouth to share with other people. Is that a simple idea? Do you believe all of you can do it? Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it? You're all crazy, you know. Now, as I was preparing this PowerPoint at 8 in the morning, I was doing a little video editing. And I found this amazing commercial. It's narrated by this man who had a vision. And this vision for his company became the biggest company in the world. And this was when he was kicked out of the company. A few years later, came back. And this is what it could represent for all of us in a way, for yourself. And I found this video where he has spoken this in his own voice, Mr. Steve Jobs. Can we roll the video?
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
It is you. It is you that are going to move this company forward. It is you that will propel the idea of what Jeunesse is around the world. It is you who's going to get a benefit from working with amazing people. That you will come into your business that you have no idea that you've known and you would thought you would ever know in your life. Find your passion. Inspire others. In my short journey in Jeunesse, started September 9, 2009. This business has changed my life and thousands of lives around the world. And all of you. Thank you. So nothing happens by accident in your journey. For some reason, for whatever decisions you made in your life, you are here today, sitting here. And as you are connecting the dots of how you got here. And maybe from today and tomorrow, the things that you will hear, that you will remember, that will build faith in you. Through the good times, the hard times, but knowing that by looking at connecting the dots, you cannot connect the dots forward because you don't know where you're going. But having that passion and the family here, with your leaders, your uplines, your downlines, your friends around the world, that you will not only connect dots for yourself, but for thousands of people around the world. Thank you.